All of you of the long time and members of the Vasco Sports Club and friends. Let me quickly introduce you to the people on the dais. You have the president of the Vasco Sports Club, Nitin Bandekar, on my extreme right. Then there's Mr. Mukund Vasudevan from SKF. He is the managing director of SKF India Limited. Rakesh Unni is the secretary of Vasco Sports Club. All of you know him very well. And Ms. Costa from the Victor Group on my extreme right. So the sequence is going to be, we're going to show you a short video clip on the marathons of the past. So you get an idea. Most of you are familiar with SKF Goa River Marathon. This is the 14th edition, as all of you know. So we'll get a glimpse of that. Let's watch the video clip and I'll guide you through the rest of the program. Thank you.
I haven't missed any of the editions so far.
It is quite a splendid time. I mean, just before the Christmas, cannot ask anything better than this. I will definitely come for the next time as well.
Looking forward to an exciting time with the entire folks. The crowd here is wonderful, and every year we do participate in the SKF Marathon. Actually, I come only for this.
Thank you everyone. Lovely video, Sanjeev and team. I'm going to request Nitin Bandekar, president of Vasco Sports Club, to address all of us.
Good afternoon to everybody here. Mr. Mukund Vasudevan, Managing Director, SKF India, representative of the Venture Group, Ms. Roana Costa, Executive Director, Victor Hospital, also our medical partner for many years, members of the Vasco Sports Club, runners, members of the press, and everybody, and all those over here. Welcome to the 14th edition of the Goa River Marathon's press conference, to be held on the 8th of December 2024. As usual, it's wonderful to see all of you all over here, and at this juncture I must thank all the members of the press for always coming out in large numbers for the press conference and always supporting this event. To our sponsor, Shri Mukund sir, thank you once again for extended cooperation. Roana, you've always been supporting us for many years as a medical partner. To the Venture Capital Group, thank you once again for your support. The marathon on the 8th of December will have 4 events, as you see: the 42 kilometers, the 32 kilometers, the 21, the 10, and the 5. Expecting around 5,000 participants across all the 5 categories with a prize worth of about 8 lakhs. We have already started getting registrations, and we hope that after this press conference the numbers will surely soar. Usually the registrations will happen post the press conference that we've seen, because of the rains, and the running season basically begins in September in India. So we are hoping to get about 5,000 participants across all categories, as we said. We hope to see all of you all for the marathon on the 8th of December at the Chikalim grounds at Vasco. And once again, thank you all for attending this workshop, press conference. Thank you.
I now request Mr. Mukund Vasudevan to address the audience.
Hello. Thank you, Nitin, and thank you all for the dais, Rakesh, Ms. Rohana, and everybody else for having me here. I think SKF as title sponsors for the GRM, we've been a partner for a few years, and we hope to continue doing that because this resonates really deeply with our company's values. Company's values, SKF's values are care, collaborate, curiosity and courage. And Goa River Marathon represents each and every element of it. It's about collaboration, it's about care for oneself and for others, and it's about courage. So to me, this is very, very close to my heart, and it's close to SKF as a company. It's fantastic to see the encouragement which is given by all of you and the sponsors to the participants, and to make sure that this continues to be one of the best marathons internationally, not just in India. So I applaud all of you in kind of bringing it up to this level and continuing to stretch the limits of how much more we can do. So I think it's fantastic. Last but not the least, I'd say best of luck to the participants. I hope to be there at that time, but best of luck. I'm sure you've all started training and working towards achieving your goals. I know this is not a thing which you take lightly, but it is something which the sheer joy of participating sometimes transcends winning. So best of luck to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mukund. I'll request Rakesh Muni to speak to the audience.
Firstly, thank you, Mukund, for your support, and the SKF for the support to our event, which has given us so much of stability and ability to do this on a consistent and well-organized way. So we are glad to again inform you that we have been approved again by AIMS, and the route has also been approved. So our run is internationally recognized to use timing to participate in any of the world majors, which is actually a very good important landmark for us. And from next year, we've also tied up with the Abbott World Majors age ranking system. So participants who takes part in our event can actually rank themselves worldwide in this very prestigious ranking system. Again, this year we are having the new event of the 32 kilometers, which actually helps a lot of the runners who previously were doing only 10 and a half, and they were scared to do the full marathon. This in-between distance is actually a very unique distance which is not there in many of the races in India. It's actually probably we are there, and maybe I'm not sure if anybody else is there, but we've got the feedback of having this distance which is a very good distance. And another exciting event which happened from 2 years is the inter-school event. The 5 kilometer inter-school event, last year we had to actually stop participation because the response we got was overwhelming. So this time we are again reaching out to the schools and earlier itself, because a 5 kilometer for the youngsters is also quite a distance to run. So we are interacting with the school people also and helping them to give some inputs about training and stuff like that. So that's another very exciting event for the youth. The partnerships with the Goa Tourism, Government of Goa, Goa Tourism, and the Director of Sports and Youth Affairs is also a very welcome help we are getting, because the Government of Goa wants to make Goa also a sporting tourism destination. So they are also been a big help for us. And these are the, unfortunately, the president couldn't come because of other commitments here. So, but their support with us and for the event has been fantastic. And so this time already, last year we had about 26 countries participating. This year already we have about 6 countries which have already, participants from these countries have already registered. And I think we're going to have quite a bit of international participation. Thank you.
Thank you, Rakesh. I'm going to request Ms. Costa from Victor Hospitals to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, we would like to thank Mr. Pandekar and the entire Vasco Sports Club for giving us the opportunity to be the medical partners. I always tell everybody that if I run the marathon in December, my year has ended well. Every time I tell people if I've ran that marathon, it's the best thing which could, which we can give ourselves back. I think it's just putting that effort to make that effort to run. It's a great marathon, superb route. You feel very fulfilled even if you've done 10 kilometers, because you meet so many people who are working towards the same goal of health at the end of the race. I would urge everybody to mark their calendars around this event and really participate. Even if you start with 5 kilometers, do it, because you'll feel great at the end of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Costa. I'm going to request Mr. Lala from the venture group to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank Mr. Nitin Pandekar and Vasco Sports Club to make us associate partners for SKF Goa River Run. And I would like to say, actually, our proprietor Mr. Kamla Prasad Yadav is not here, so I am representing for him. It's nice to make such a lovely event in Goa. It's just not a run. I would just say it's like motivational run. You can say, like, health is health. What we say, health is wealth. I'm sorry. Second thing, like, it's like run only was for the runners, but now as I participated last year, I have seen like all families coming with their small childrens. The other thing, that's a great thing Vasco Club is doing it, and they are making the people to understand health is very important. Thank you, and thanks to Vasco Sports Club, and thanks to other people organizers who are doing such a lovely events. Thank you very much.
I'm going to, there are two things. One, I think we'll do the t-shirt unveiling right now, and followed by the question answer. Is that okay, or do you want to flip that? You want the media to, you want to do question answers first, and fine. I think that's better. So let's open it to question answers from the media. But just before that, Sanjeev has just reminded me. Mr. Ron Khante, our tourism minister for Goa, he wanted to come here. He could not come, but he sent his he sent his wishes. So there's something on the screen that has come from Ron Khante.
Namaskar. Goa is being celebrated for Goa is being celebrated for its rich culture, stunning beaches, and warm hospitality. Today, We are proud to add another feather to our cap. Goa is fast becoming a premier sports tourism hub. The SKF Goa River Marathon is a shining example of this transformation. As runners from across the nation and around the world gather here, they not only challenge themselves on this beautiful AIS certified course along the Goa River, but also extend their stay and experience the unique blend of tradition and modernity that makes Goa very special. This marathon, recognized by National Geographic Traveler as one of India's most scenic, is more than just a race. It's a celebration of Goa's natural beauty and vibrant community. We invite you to not only participate in this event, but also to explore the diverse offerings of our state, from its beaches to landscapes, to its rich culinary heritage and warm, welcoming people. Goa is ready to host you, whether you are here for the sport, the scenery, or simply the spirit of our beautiful state. Come and be a part of this growing tradition and take home memories that will last a lifetime. Thank you.
On that note, I'm going to request all our media friends to ask a few questions of the dignitaries on the dais. That will be followed by the t-shirt run.
Mr. Mangesh? Yeah. Paresh Mukherjee from Times of India. I wanted to ask you a question regarding the date of the schedule of the marathon. December is no longer the same December which used to be in a decade before. With global warming and happening, have you ever thought of moving it to January, February, which is more suitable, where we have 10 to 15 days of only like cool weather? Otherwise, December is equally hot, ranging between 30 to 32 degrees centigrade.
Ever since we have incorporated started with the Goa River Marathon, it's always been in the December calendar, and all the runners across the country, or probably across the globe also, planned the marathon in Goa based on the date. So I think the date that we have, the period that we have chosen is apt. And also, if I may add over here, that the Mumbai Marathon being exactly about 40 days from our date, so a lot of participants come here to train for their race, which they would probably do over there. So we feel, as a team, we feel that dates are apt, and moving it ahead here and there would jeopardize even the other running races which are a part of the calendar. And every running race has a calendar mark because they believe that that's the best time in terms of, not as you mentioned weather, but weather is not an issue. Once you actually start running, you would probably feel a little hot, but I think they enjoy the race. So I think I believe that the date that we fix is good enough.
Yeah, we do know that the Goa Marathon is a warm-up event for the Mumbai Marathon and all the following. But it's just that during that time of the year, I think it is little difficult for the runners. But you rightly said so, that it's a calendar and content.
Total how many participants have registered till now?
Till now, about 900 participants, but it's quite early. So, as we go along, the participation, these are all online participation registrations which happen. So, as we go along, the participations will slowly increase. That's the normal trend. It's like actually better than last year at this time of the year, the numbers.
My question to Mr. Rakesh. As GRM is said to be one of the most scenic races, marathons in the country, are there any key eco-friendly measures that you are taking as organizers?
For one, we are trying to make sure that that we have enough support of collection of whatever waste is there on the route. We try to ask people to bring their own bottles and refilling. But what happens is, in these races, people are so obsessed with getting a good time. They don't want to waste time to stop for refilling their own bottles. So we have tried that a couple of times, but what we have done is we've again gone back to giving disposable bottles. But the collection system this time, we are getting it much more organized, so that the litter is something which we don't want to see happening after the race, and also the kind of collections and recycling which is done. We are tying up with a better recollection.
I think this has to be a major
Yes.
challenge. This will be a major challenge going ahead to keep that scenic rating alive.
No, we're definitely, we also are very proud of our route, and it's a showcase which we want to give to the rest of India and to the world. And we definitely would, what point you made, we definitely will be putting a lot of thrust on the recycling and that particular issue of no waste. Even our t-shirts, we don't give it in plastic, we just tie it with a ribbon, so that again plastic is not strewn around. So even the goodie bag normally is given in a plastic. We have done away with that. The water part on the route is again a challenge which we are trying to work out to be better.
Any more questions, Ajit? Deven?
Hello.
Yeah.
Last one. Since this is going into one of the bigger marathons in the country, and can there be an year-round initiative from the club to promote running by maybe adopting some schools or a college which do really well in running events held by the government, DSY, and you can check the ratings and adopt a school or two, because there are a lot of raw talents who run really well. So if you adopt them, they'll be better runners, and it will be some kind of a takeaway achievement for the club, because this will create good runners in Goa who will represent Goa as well. So kind of an academy, but not in one place. It can be around the state. You can adopt this. This is just a suggestion.
Your thoughts on this is very correct, and that's exactly why we've started the 5-kilometer inter-school. We were quite surprised to be had even entries from places like Kurchorin and other distant schools. And we want to, rather than adopting one school, we want to have more interaction with these schools and see how we can provide some more inputs in terms of, in case there are the schools themselves feel there are certain students which have got more scope. Plus, even from the winners of the previous editions, some of them we found have got excellent timings. So those children also we are trying to speak to the schools and see how we can improve. And furthermore, in terms of trying to make it more engaging throughout the year, we are planning to have 3 runs, like a promotional run in September, October and November in different districts of Goa, so that more and these will be like free runs where we can promote this kind of events. So that's another thing which we are planning to do this year. 10, 16, 5, I think 8.
Okay, so thank you. I'm going to request the dignitaries to unveil the t-shirt, event t-shirt, and after which please stay back for the high tea. That's going to be outside.
Rotate once again. Sir, you also.
Thank you.
Nice colors.